Western Conference podcast on location in the 808 state, and we got a legend on the show today. Give it up for Mr. Kelly Delima. How we doing, Uncle Kelly? Come on.
Guys.
It's been a long time coming. I know you've been tired of me and your DMs, Uncle. I've been in there for a whole year.
Good, man. It's all good.
After every time I see Uncle, I say, "Oh, we can do the podcast."
Yeah.
But it's definitely nice to have you here. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
But see, you've been busy because you've been showing, you've been gigging, and you also we just talked about the Pack Fest.
Right.
You got to tell us about that first.
Yeah. Festpack, we did a couple of. We did one with the mayor and the governor for all kind of the dignitaries over at Bishop Museum. And then we did the closing ceremony.
Wow, the closing ceremonies.
And it was unbelievable because, you know, we do the song Reggae Train, and it was a double reggae train. I never saw it. One on the top rafter or whatever it was called, and then one on the bottom. And, I mean, people from every country, man, in Polynesia, Micronesia, Melanesia. The Fijians were strong. The Tahitians was, man. It was the Tongans, the Samoans, everybody was represented, and the list goes on.
Yeah.
Guam was in the house, you know. We traveled down to Guam for many years. And so it was just, and you know where we went to? A lot of the Micronesian islands.
Yeah.
Because we went with Shimbros, which was Budweiser back in the day. We went, they were like the biggest beer distributor in Micronesia. So they took us on all of these, you know, different promo concerts, you know, just to
just the promo run,
the promo run. And we went down to Majuro, Yap, Ponape, Kosarai, Chuuk.
Oh, we've been all over.
All these islands, bro. It was just, so, I mean, even before, you know, the Micronesians were coming to Hawaii, bro, we was already down there playing for them.
Yeah.
So it's so cool because even, you know, a lot of the Micronesians that are in Hawaii now, bro, they always come up and they say, bro, we remember, you know, our dad took us to the concert with his little kids, and, you know, Kapena concert, and not just one time, bro. Multiple times we've been down there. So it was great. So all of those years, you know what I mean? It felt like the 40 years just came to this one concert, bro. At this time at the Stan Sheriff, you know, and they were there all represented, bro. And we started playing the songs, and they started singing, and I was like blown away. One of the best shows I think I ever. You know,
does that ever get old, Uncle? When you hear this? Because all the shows that we were telling me and WESTAFA do, when we play a Kapena song, it gets sung back to us like in droves. And we always post a video, and you always repost them, and it's just kind of see like how your longevity in this game, where it's everyone's good. Like you said, every island knows you guys' songs. Yeah,
and you know, bro, I just felt, you know, just really grateful, man, and humbled that. You know what I mean? That I was gifted the gift, you know what I mean, to do this and start this, you know, 40 years ago. You know, and it's still going, bro. I mean, like, I get up on stage and you get young kids, bro. They're just graduating, singing our songs. And I'm like, bro, your grandparents sang these songs. You know, and it's like, bro, just... Really, bro. I mean, there's nothing, you know what I mean? It's just blessed.
But I think it's a testament to, like, we talk about this all the time, where you guys made classic and timeless music, where it wasn't like the songs that were just hot for the time. It was songs that you knew you were going to be able to perform 20, 30 years down the line, where this was, and it was, you guys were consistent with it.
You know, but you say that, but it was nothing that we planned out that way. You know what I mean? It's like Bob Marley songs, man. You know, I was listening to Bob when I was a little kid, you know what I mean? And his songs, bro, you listen to them today, it's like, it's like
still resonates,
still
like,
the same.
It's like unreal, you know. And just to be, you know what I mean, in that fabric of, you know, the music scene, bro, is like good for me, man.
But take us back to the 40 years ago. Take us back before you even got started. What was your love for music, and what was the time that you kind of said music was kind of a lane that you wanted to be in?
Bro, so I was always I was a little criminal, bro. I was a little crook, bro. I was stealing, and we was robbing tourists, and we was doing all kinds of stuff. I was with some boys, you know, and we were about that kind of action when we were kids. And always, you know, I dropped out of school at 9th grade or 10th grade. I don't even know. Later on, they gave me my diploma, bro. Because I always went back to the school and, you know, gave my time, you know. So they said, okay, we're gonna give you the diploma.
Here you go. You've been here long enough.
You know, and I was like, you know, so during that time, I met these bunch of guys, and in between, you know what I mean, doing our you know, whatever we was, you know,
criminal activities.
Yeah, whatever we was doing. they would bust out ukuleles. My two friends, David Kalai from Wamanalo, and my friend Jimmy Willis from he's from Kona originally, but he was living in Waikiki. Two Hawaiians, bro, crazy buggers, but they could jam, bro. And when I heard the ukulele, I went to my dad and I said, Dad, I gotta get me one ukulele.
Yeah.
And my dad said, you know what, boy, I'll go get you an ukulele, but I better not see this thing collecting dust in a couple weeks.
Yeah, you better use it. Yeah.
Everything he gave me, is like, a fad, you know what I mean? But that never ever left my hand, man.
Yeah.
And we would sit in the stairwells in Waikiki in the buildings, and we'd be like singing, and just the echo and the reverb inside the stairwells, bro, would be like
the natural reverb.
We'd be having jam sessions for hours, But that's where it all started.
Yeah.
Bro. That's where it, you know what I mean? And really the stuff that I was doing, the music kind of lifted me out of that scene, bro, out of that life. You know what I mean? It really saved, you know what I mean? It really
saving grace.
Saved my life.
Yeah.
It really did. I mean, I felt like, wow, I got on purpose. You know what I mean? To that music is giving me this purpose.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so grateful, you know what I mean, to, people, and right, if you just like stop by and listen, bro, I'm grateful that you listening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
but around that time, who were some of the musical influences for you that you were listening to at that time?
I was listening to a lot of Bob Marley.
Yeah.
I mean, the first song I learned was Stir It Up on a ukulele.
Nice.
I always say that, we was all into the Bob stuff, but the Hawaiian stuff, it was like the Hui Ohana, the Makaha Sons of Ni'ihau. You had guys, the Casamaros, Brother Nolan. I raised my kids on Brother Nolan. I gotta give Nolan props because this guy was like way before his time too.
Yeah.
And his music is timeless, Coconut Girl and, all these different songs, and, but his music was more the kind like, who else was, Peter Moon, the Peter Moon band came out with like Cane Fire, and they came out with, they recorded a Bob Marley song even before I did, Guava Jelly.
Yeah.
So when that kind of stuff came out, bro, that thing kind of like sparked my,
that's that spark.
Interest.
Yeah.
Can you talk about like the transition, because you've obviously seen a lot of different phases of Hawaiian music. So from it going from Hawaiian music, like you're saying, the Hui Ohanas, to you guys, and then now to where it's at now. Like,
oh yeah, bro. I've seen
as far as reggae,
right
here.
Yeah, totally. You know what I mean? Like I've seen, it come out. Back in our days, bro, Wes, it was called Hawaiian.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Hawaiians got really upset. The Hawaiian, music community was like, bro, do not put Hawaiian with.
Don't put that tag on us. Yeah.
Tag on us, and soon it became island music. It turned from Hawaiian music because, bro, we would do these Hawaiian jams.
Yeah.
And I got like posters, bro, like of these things, I think. Yeah, we got some posters anyway. I got posters of Hawaiian jams, bro, and us playing. So back in those days, it was Kapena, it was Mana'o Company, and Ho'aikane. That was the big guys back in those days. I mean, like the ones
big three.
That,
Yeah.
That kind of, I mean, I always give props to the Peter Moon Band, bro. They recorded, reggae music way before we did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was more kind of Hawaiian kind reggae, and more swingy, not the one drop kind of, the jingy, Anyway, but it was kind of island. It was more, it was more happy, really happy
Flowed.
kind of flow, and something that you would just play in one garage where you
they took the minors that made them majors.
Right, totally. Yeah, totally. It was just that happy,
Yeah.
So I've seen that, you know what I mean? I've seen the evolve, that evolve. And then, you know what I mean? And then, I mean, up until now, what's happening? I mean, bro, you get guys like Fiji, you know what I mean? That is like the king of Polynesia, you know what I mean? And beyond. He came out, and he just, let me go back a little bit. Even Brother Walter. Brother Walter came out with Island Afternoon. That was one of the biggest, CDs or albums that ever came out back in those days in Hawaii. And then you get Fiji coming out, you know what I mean? And Fiji just took it to another level. And then you get J Boog. I mean, J Boog, like, he's respected by like the Jamaicans.
Yeah, the Jamaican,
You know what I mean? I mean, bro, they give him, and just to see it evolve, bro. I saw, bro, chicken skin.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Just to see it evolved to, you know what I mean? What's happening today?
And we get Hola festivals now.
Yeah, Hola festivals, and bro, everybody's, you know what I mean? It's just the evolution has been, you know what I mean?
And then you guys too.
I've experienced it, bro. I've experienced all of it, you know?
Yeah.
So, and bro, my list goes on and on.
Yeah.
But you guys are still continuing to put out music too.
We're still going out west, and that's the big blessing, I think, in my life, you know, that we get to, with my next generation, generations of Kapena now.
So if you guys haven't seen these guys perform lately, it's the whole Delima family.
Yes, yes. Which is beautiful. Talented family.
Thank you.
Pena, ripping them, your grandson
right,
now.
my grandson is on drums, and it's been cool, you know, because a lot of the, you know, you get Blaine Mateo, he played Hot Rain.
Yeah, shout out Brother Blaine.
You know, Brother Blaine. He stopped me the other night, and now, bro, these guys are hammers. Yeah, you know. And he pulls me on the side the other night. We did a gig with them, and he pulled me and he said, "Uncle, wow, your grandson, man, he's hitting it nice now, man. He's in the groove." And that was the kind. And then you get Leslie Bimwala. You know what I mean? He's pulling me on the side. He was, "Uncle, this guy is the future, man." Yeah. He's like, "Wow," you know. I mean, they're happy because the future is bright, bro. Yep. Yeah. And that's why I'm happy, you know, when I see the young guys coming up, because our culture, our music, you know what I mean? Yeah. Proud because we're from the 808.
Yes.
These guys is all grown up in Hawaii, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You think of 808, like the music is timeless, and it goes many generations to many generations, which you guys have been a big part of.
So, I mean, you know, I'm just enjoying this journey, man, right now. And with the grandson too, bro, that's what kind of the wind under my wings, you know. I just enjoy it. I look over stage. I got my daughter over here, my son, my grandson behind. I'm like,
yeah, that has to be like the best feeling ever.
Bro,
like,
what can be better, bro?
Yeah,
it's not the money, bro. It's not, you know, it's not, you know, and I always tell people, you know, for music, bro, it wasn't being stars. Yeah. It wasn't about being this big reggae star or anything, bro. It was a necessity. Yeah. Because that's how we made a living, bro. Yeah, you know, but bro, expensive over here. Yeah. You know, so I had to start all the kids at a young age. Bro, at 11 years old, they was playing with me in Waikiki, and we played Hawaiian music. You know, and that's all we did. We played at all the hotels 5 nights a week for over 20 years. Man. Over. Yeah. You know? We still playing in Waikiki. I play at the Halekulani on Tuesdays. Yeah. And the Surf Jack on Thursdays. I do a little solo. But, you know, I tell you what, man, Cisco, I mean, that was training grounds for my kids. Yeah. You know, and versatile. I mean, they can play any kind, bro. We can go into a total traditional Hawaiian set for hours. Or we can just do one total island, you know what I mean, reggae island, you know, set for as long as you like. You know what I mean?
Uncle, the amount of Hana hoes that you've done.
Right?
Bro, Hana ho king.
I Hana ho myself, too. And it's like, you know, double whammy.
Yeah. But take us back to like even before the family came involved. Like you were, Kapena started and you guys started to, you know, get notoriety. Like take us back when you guys kind of figured this could be something more than what we thought it was going to be.
It was me and my 2 Tongan brothers. Yeah. My 2 Tongan brothers that I love so much that started it. Yeah. So this 40-year anniversary that we're celebrating. Yes. Is 20 years of Tivaini and Temoni. Yeah. And 20 years of my kids keeping Kapena alive. You know, that's the whole evolution of it. But I always tell my kids, bro, you guys was born on the Waikiki Shell stage. Yeah. You guys was
absolutely
gifted that gift, bro, to be at that nostalgic, you know what I mean, place. Me, Tiva and Timo, bro, we fought, bro, to get into clubs, into any place anybody that would hear us, bro.
Listen,
we played for, I mean, that was the hungry years, bro. I mean, we all lived together, bro. I lived, you know, with, the dad's name is Tupo, Litea, with Tivaini, Temoni, Filiwaki, and Vika, and Samuela.
And how'd that come about? How'd you meet the brothers?
We went to Kaimiki High School.
Got it. Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Bulldogs. We went to school, and Timo met me in the band room, and I was playing, and he was, hey, I have one brother that play bass. And I was like, nah. And I was like, okay. Bro, the first time I ever heard bass play with my ukulele, bro, I was like, wow. That was a trip, bro. You talk about hungry days, bro. I was just telling this story to somebody. I was like, when we were kids, we got hired for gigs, and we entered the brown bags to stardom. People saw us in the brown bags, and that was it. It was no more internet.
Yeah.
No more IG.
None.
No more Facebook.
No social media.
No more TikToks.
Yeah.
No more any. But the coconut wireless, bro, is real in Hawaii. It's real, you know. And then the word started getting out.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, these young kids, bro, this holy boy, and these two Tongans, bro, you gotta hear them, you know. So, you know, things start spreading like the coconut wireless is in Hawaii, and bro, so we start getting all of these gigs, bro, and we're like, you know, we're gigging, bro, and Tivani and Timoni, we no more car, but the dad get on.
Yeah.
151, bus up truck, and had a couple of curbs on him like that, so he would spray paint them, you know, the kind we'd spray paint, bro, like that thing was, and then never had on camper in the back, so he built with his hammer and nails and wood one camper in the back of the thing, but nothing no lock in, you know.
Yeah.
So if you go past like 60 miles per hour, the thing start lifting. Bro, so Tiva and Timo, so we racing from gigs, bro. We gotta go Waianae, and then we gotta come back Pro City, and then we gotta go, you know. So Tiva and one of the brothers would have to stay in the back while I drive
and hold.
Bro, and hold.
Guaranteed that was the rock wall truck too.
So they used that so they could take them off, throw the rocks, you know, for the
We're coming up like that. Like, well, what was the first time you guys recorded?
The Hungry Days.
Yeah, the Hungry Days.
Kind, like, and bro, it's like, you know. Yeah, bro. It's like, bro, we go play this party because they're gonna give us food we can eat.
What was the first song you guys recorded together?
Oh man, we recorded our first album was a live album.
Yeah,
because no record company would wanted to spend that kind of money on that. So it was live at Sparky's Lounge, and we were playing at Sparky's, and bro, we started, you know, building up this following at Sparky's Lounge, bro. It wasn't, you know, never take too long, bro. That place started cranking, and we'd play late hours. So every musician, after they get off in Waikiki,
they'd come over there.
That was the watering hole, bro.
That was the meetup spot after everybody's gigs,
after, you know. And so people would come. I mean, bro, every musician, bro, big time, like Melvin Lead back in the day.
Wow,
and you had,
man.
I mean, huge. They would come into these into Sparky's and try to get in.
Yeah.
I remember Melvin one time, Kelly boy, let me in. There's no more room, Mel. You gotta sit on somebody. She goes, I'll do it. You know, but so the manager our manager at that time thought, man, you know, to capture this, you know, this live. So plus they never like spend the money. That's the real truth, you know, to do a studio record. Anyway, we did Sparky's. We did it a live recording. Yeah. And in the early days when me, Tiva, and Timo started, my dad was our manager, and he was the one that gave us all of our music. He taught us the music. He once he saw me, Tiva, and Timo, and he said, bro, these kids got something. Yeah. So I go and, you know what I mean? I'm going to assist them. Bro, he would make us these printout words. And bro, this was days that never had internet. You couldn't just copy paste this stuff to your phone.
This was
type it out.
A lot easier now.
Like, you know, I mean, bro, he typed everything out. Yeah. He said, Wes, and he made set lists, bro. Wow. He made set lists for us. So we would have 6 set lists in this book. So I pull out one. Each set list was exactly timed for 45 minutes, and then we take one 15-minute break. Because, bro, back in the day, we play 6-hour gigs. Bro. Man. 6 hours all night long, you know? And so no pay, bro. All tips, wow. But the tips was was awesome. You know what I mean? But so it was just, you know, so bro, we pull out our book. What do you like do? We would just mix match them. We would do set 6, start off with, you know, or set 5. You know what I mean? You know, whatever. So he had all of these books. So my dad, that's the kind of stuff that he would put into us, you know. And he really equipped us, you know, back in those days to succeed. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you know, he treated my 2 Tongans, bro, just like he treated me. If they got out of line, bro, they would get cracked. My dad was a Hawaiian man, you know, and he never pulled no, you know what I mean? Take any crap, bro. You know the kind. If these buggers come late, bro, he's scolding them, and he was like, you know, he treated her just like it was his own family. You know what I mean? So that's how we kind of, you know what I mean? That's how it all kind of, you know, really kind of worked out. I forgot the question.
But you got to tell us how, like, when classics like MASESE come along, like, what was that? How was that process, and how that even come about between you guys to even record that?
So Tiva tells me one time, he goes, "Hey, bro, I got one song," And he goes, this song is from a Fijian man. This guy is like Michael Jackson, bro, in Fiji. His name is Sakisa Buli Toko Toko.
Uncle Saki.
Uncle Saki.
Yeah, Uncle Saki. So Saki, so I like hear the song. So he plays it. He goes, hey, I got a cassette from Tonga. I was like, okay, play the cassette. Everything was that, bro, back in the day. They would Tiva tell me, hey, we're getting popular in Samoa.
Yep.
I goes, what? He goes, yeah, they play us on the bus. They play our music on the bus. I was like, nah.
If you're on the bus in Samoa, you're somebody, yeah.
And Kapena music is playing, bro. You mean?
Yes, yes.
So Tiva goes, bro, you gotta listen to this song, Kelly Boy, and it's an old recording, bro. And when you go to Fiji, because we went many times, Uncle Saki's cassettes, bro, is like stacked, bro. He's like legendary, this guy, you know. And so he goes, this is the song, bro. What do you think, Kelly Boy? MASESE, MASESE, MASESE. And I goes, the thing repeats itself. It just repeats. Yangona, Yangona.
Yeah.
I go like this. Nobody gonna like this, bro. I tell him like that, right? And he goes, no. I really think that, you know what I mean? Bro, we started playing them, bro. The thing started growing. I was like, bro, let's record. Let's do it, you know?
Man.
And so we recorded MASESE. And, you know, years after, bro, Uncle Saki moved to Hawaii. We met him in LA at a concert. It was a promoter guy named Malosi that brought us to Long Beach, playing these big festivals back in the day over there. And that's where we went to this Samoan bar after, which they was just playing Samoan music. And Tiva goes, hey, let's go. We got invited. So we went. Saki was playing with the Samoan band over there. Wow. And he was like, brother, I like moved to Hawaii. Wow. And I goes, why, Saki? He goes, because these guys don't pay me.
Long Beach don't pay like Hawaii.
I go, okay, Saki. You know, Tiva said, come on, come move Hawaii. If you like, come, we have a house for you. Saki stayed with Tiva them for years. And bro, you listen to the old Kapena recordings, a lot of it is Uncle Saki on drums. Man. Uncle Saki playing guitar. This guy was phenomenal. Yeah. He was, bro, I'm holding back the tears, bro, as I talk about him. You know, he spent many times all the time at our home. He watched all of he would call my daughter Lilo husky voice, you know, when she was small. You know, all of my children, you know, they learned so much from him. Yeah. And he was always with our families. You know, we was always with him. And Tiva, you know, he had a season where his daughter was sickly, and he had to go to San Diego and take her to the Sharp Heart, I think, medical place. And Saki would fill in for us. So Saki would be our bass player while Tiva would be gone on extended periods, you know. Everywhere we went, Uncle Saki was with us. We was in the studio. He gave us a lot of the songs that we recorded. Too. You know, you should record this one. And then he grumbled with us and he goes, hey, Tiva took the song that I wanted to record. But, you know, he was just like that. You know, such a unbelievable musician, bro. I mean, you put this guy and you put one click track on this guy, dude.
Yeah, he's going to come with it.
He's going to make the click track sound wrong. He's so on it, bro. He's like, bro, just, you know, and he was just, I can just go on and on, you know. Kusaki was just, you know, and he passed here in Hawaii. Yeah. And,
legendary right there. Shout out Kusaki.
Well, that's crazy to hear that story because of the impact the song still has.
I know.
To this day.
It's crazy. Awesome. It's crazy. He even wrote Isale, you know, Leah.
Oh, man.
You know, Fiji recorded
another classic.
And, you know, and all the, I mean, just incredible. Yeah. I mean, I can go on and on about that.
And speaking of Uncle Tiva, you know, fast forward to Josh.
I know.
Yeah.
We were just talking, Cisco and I were just talking about
working with Pena.
Right.
And it's like, that's crazy.
Like it comes full circle.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I mean, like, Kapena recorded Josh's first album, Pua Kiele.
Mm-hmm. That was Kapena, yeah?
That was Kapena recorded that, yeah. And to have our kids together, you know what I mean? And my son is the engineer. Josh is the artist. And the music that they're back in the studio again, you know, doing Samoan song, I believe now. But to see that, bro, it's just, you know what I mean, just blows my mind, because Josh is just blown up, bro, to, you know what I mean, and such a talent.
Shout out Josh Tatofi, man.
But I want to give a shout out to Timo's son. Timo's son is Dustin.
Oh yeah, Dustin Park. Yeah.
This dude is no slouch, bro.
Where's he been at?
He plays at, you know him, bro. He's one of those musicians, bro. He plays at all the different hotels, all the different circuits. You know, he plays at Moani. What is that place? Monkey Paw. That kind. He plays at, you know, all the different Surf Jack, Waikiki. Dustin, bro, is this dude. I mean, he can play. Yeah, shout out to his Dustin. Voice. You know what I mean?
So that just shows you the lineage of Kapena.
Unreal, bro.
You got everybody's kids where it's just, it comes 360. Yes. Did you guys see it in your kids, like with Kelly Boy and then like a young Josh Tatofi? Did you kind of see that it was going to be a torch being passed to the younger generation?
You know, I always, music, you cannot help, bro. Yeah. Cannot help. They're around it all the time. I mean, they're just flooded with it, bro. Yeah. That's our business. That's why, you know, that's our, you know, sometimes the thing that I did wonder of is, would it not like it? Yeah. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, and
because they could easily went against it. Yeah.
Right. And say, I don't like do this. I like become one doctor. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, I like being doctor.
But now how it comes full circle, like we see, you know, Josh and everyone working together. But now you start seeing these lineups on these festivals. Now everyone's coming together. Now you have, you know, Kapena and you have the Fijis and J Boogs. Like, tell us about how seeing the transition where you guys are still up there to be part of, you know, near the headliners and kind of sit there and kind of see that transition between you guys and these festivals that are happening today.
You know what I say, Cisco? Just to be in the lineup, bro. Yeah. It's good for me. Bro, put me in the beginning, bro. I'll open up and play for the three guys. You know, just to be in the building, bro, I'm grateful. Yeah. You know, I'm grateful. And you know what, bro? I'm proud. You know, because, bro, I remember Fiji playing at Fast Eddie's in Cayenne. Man. Back in the day, bro. I mean, like, hey, can call me up. You know, like, you know. He was on young, you know, bro, this dude captivates everybody, bro. I mean, he's done so much, bro, and I think he's the most talented. I mean, bro, we've worked in the studio. He's done stuff with us, you know, and I watch him work, and he's just, I mean, bro, he pulls, like, we did one song called Hilo Rain, and Fij, can you do one rap on him? He never even write the thing down or the kind, boom. He just comes to the studio and boom.
One take, Jake.
Yeah, he's making them right there. He lay them down right there. He's not over there writing thing, you know, the kind, no.
It just come on his head, yeah.
You know what I mean, you know? Yeah, I cannot say enough about him too. J Boog, every time I see that guy, he comes up to me and he goes, he put his head down and he goes, legend. And I look at him and, bro, you know how much of a fan I am of him? Yeah. And for him to acknowledge that, bro, and to just say that, bro, like brings tears to my eyes, bro.
Well, you know, it was like we heard your guys' music growing up, you know, in the household from our parents, you know, and it's just sometimes it's surreal to like have you, you know, in our presence.
Thank you,
and just knowing the nostalgia that comes with, you know, seeing you guys on stage.
And you know, the feeling is mutual, bro. Yeah. Yes, it really is, bro, because I admire all you guys. You guys are all so talented and gifted. You know what I mean? And, bro, you know what? We have to uplift our people, man.
Absolutely.
Honor them. You know what I mean? You know, and show them, you know what I mean? You should be the big brother or the big man, you know what I mean, to
help lift them up.
Help lift them up, bro. You know what I mean? And you like them be better. You know, I always tell my kids, I like you guys be better than me. Yeah. I like you guys, and they are, bro, musically and instrumentally. I cannot touch them, bro. Yeah. I was a bass player at church before, bro. Now Lilo's the bass player. Yeah. I cannot even, I ain't even going to touch the bass. You know what I mean? You know, but that's how it is. You know what I mean? You always you wish the best for
your kids, especially.
You want everybody you want it to keep, you know what I mean, excelling. You want the music to keep, you know,
keep growing every time. Yeah.
To keep growing because, look, bro, I'm on the ticket with these guys that, you know, back in the day, it was babies, you know what I mean? Yeah. But now they're headliners, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just to, like I said, getting back to your question, just to be on the lineup or in the game, bro, it's like bonus. Yes.
Well, extra salad, you know, too, why we do these podcasts too is because, you know, with a lot of the legendary musicians and artists, is like hearing the stories of the grind, like you said, you know,
yes,
playing over in Kailua.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
People only see the finished product, but they don't understand the steps it took to get there, and the sacrifices, and you know, all the hard work.
He wasn't always the great Fiji.
Yeah.
I mean, he came up from, you know what I mean? He came up from the.
He went to the
from the ground up, man. You know.
What was the first impressions of Fiji when you first got to know and hear about this kid named Fiji?
Dude, this guy. So our kids went to the same school, Redemption Academy, with Fiji, and so we're close with the Ewan family, who Fiji is with, Pastor Adrian Ewan. So our kids all grew up with Chris Ewan and all who Fiji grew up with too. They said his voice in intermediate school, and I mean, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my daughter Nilo over here, was flawless.
Yeah.
Flawless. Like, bruh, like one gift from God.
Like butter.
You know, I think it was like Jamie Foxx or something that said something about Whitney Houston. They were sitting around in the living room, and she came up and she sang, and it was like, bruh, like the heavens opened up. That's what they said about Fiji. And you know, they would talk about him, and they would tell stories about him, because the Ewans, they go back with him from intermediate elementary school. I believe Fiji's mom and dad was also pastors out of that, you know, out of that church as well. But so they would tell me stories. But my first, bro, it was like, I think like the Fast Eddie days, bro. We was all young. I mean, so he was younger. I mean, I think Fiji is about 5 years younger than I am, or maybe a little bit more. Oh no, about 10 years. He's 10 years younger than I am. And but when I first heard this guy, bro, I was like, bro.
You kind of knew,
Oh man, you know, what a voice, bro. Whew.
Yeah.
And then he do this Mariah Carey kind.
Oh, the dolphin the dolphin octave, we call it.
Off the chain, bro, off the charts, man.
But coming up in the music scene, like you guys are about to celebrate 40 years.
Right.
How did that feel coming back to kind of say, hey, let's put a tour together that we have the second part of Kapena and the first part of Kapena, and now that just meshes now to go on a tour with it?
It just felt like one hand in a glove, kind of something that we have to do. And I told Tiva and Timo, I said, hey guys, we still walking, we still breathing, we still alive, bro. And we coming up on 40 years, bro. Let's do this, you know. And I'm glad you put it that way, because it's true. You know what I mean? 20 years of the old school Kapena, and 20 years of the kids keeping it alive. You know, I don't think MASESE would be a thing today if the last 20 years we didn't keep it
alive.
Keep the vehicle moving, you know what I mean? And so it feels pretty different, because we did a 30-year reunion. Yeah. And I thought that was it, bro.
After that,
years, bro, that's one. You know what I mean? But no, we're on the 40, bro. And I was like, dude, bro, I think this is it.
Yeah.
I think this is it.
And then watch, next time you go, well, the 50 year.
We'll be sitting back on your couch again, Brian.
And what cities you guys are hitting up with this tour?
Lilo, help me out over here. So we're in Maui.
Nice.
We're doing Maui, Kona. What is the dates? Maui, August 10th. Kona, August 17th. Kauai, August 24th. Oahu is August 31st.
Oh, that's the big one.
Yes.
That's the big one, full circle.
Yeah, you can get the tickets at highfinest.com.
Nice.
And Kapena.com also. It'll lead you right to Ticketmasters and stuff like that. So
we're going to have to get this to the mainland, too.
We're coming to Vegas, bro. Coming to Vegas.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then we got Holo Holo Fest coming up. That's in Sacramento.
Yeah, Sacramento.
So we're doing...
original Kapena will be there.
The original Kapena will be at the Sacramento.
Wow.
Yes.
That's going to be crazy.
Come on. That right there is going to
gotta get back home, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to go back to Tonga.
But take us back to, like, having the kids. Like, what made you want to say, you know what, now we have this second generation, like, you had to put it together? Because you look at both sides, the first 20 years and the second 20 years, what they have in common is you. You know what I mean? Right. So you're the matriarch of trying to say, hey, let me keep this thing together. Yes. But what made you kind of say, let me make sure I do this thing with my kids to kind of keep this Kapena legacy alive? I
think I touched on it a little bit. It was necessity.
Oh, got it.
Necessity. Okay, Waikiki, the gigs, bro. I mean, it's not, you know, if I was to hire Cisco to play bass and Wes to play guitar and I play ukulele, bruh, the three of us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Making that kind of money in Waikiki, bro, we couldn't pay for the gas to come over the mountain. But for my family, you know what I mean? It was necessity because this is how we make one living, you know what I mean? This is how we pay the mortgage, the food, and
cut the middleman out and just keep everything in-house.
Right. It was all in-house. And I told the kids, we have to do this. And I thought to myself, we can make one living and they can learn their craft at the same time. So it was kind of double whammy, you know what I mean, for us. And it was like, this is a great idea. And so it was me and Kapena playing together. He was 11 years old. He was my bass player. I taught him. But they all my kids are classically trained. On piano. 5 years old, bro, I started.
Man.
Everybody tell me, why you not teach them the ukulele? I said, bro, you teach them the piano, they can play every single instrument.
See, remember that, kids.
Yeah.
Learn the piano, get everything
as the foundation, but that's the hardest too. You know what I mean?
The gateway.
You get separation, right? It's a percussive instrument too. Your left hand got to be doing something else and your right hand. So, hey, perfect for a drummer because, you know, I mean, perfect, you know, for whatever comes about. And then, so that's how it started going. So, Pena's been playing with me for a little bit, for a couple years, and we're playing at the Royal Hawaiian. They're paying us as a duo. Yeah. So we're playing, and then Kalena hit 11, and I see the progress Kapena making, and I said, okay, hey, bro, I'm onto something. Yeah. I'm going to start this guy, and here comes my daughter Kalena, 11 years old. I tell my wife, okay, she's coming into Waikiki. Yep. Bro, for 1 year, she don't plug the ukulele. But she can sing. Yeah. You know, she had a beautiful voice. She just playing and goes, I tell Penna, don't plug her in. She playing F while we all in the C. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, but bro, after 1 year, plug her in. Oh, turn her up.
Now, now get them.
It's like, wow, you know. So, comes to this point now, Kapena is going into, he's going to San Francisco recording engineering school. Yep. He wanted to do this all his life, bro. From the first time I bought him this Casio piano, bro, had 5 tracks on him, bro. He was recording his tracks and making, bro, we did one.
You've seen the genius.
We did one little jingle for Sea Life Park. No, Waikiki Aquarium. Off of his little sequency, the kind Casio, the kind, bro.
The jingle.
Vocals. Bro, they paid us for this thing, bro. This thing was off of his little Casio anyway. So he's always had the passion you know, to record and stuff. So he want to go to this engineering school, Expressions in San Francisco. And so we're preparing for that. And then her, she's like 11, you know, and
seeing all this,
you gotta play bass, you know, because
Next
your
up.
brother is gone. Your brother is going. And she goes, okay, so bro, I sit on the couch, I teach her, I show her the box, I show her, you know what I mean, whatever I got upside here, I give them, you know what I mean, whatever I have in my knowledge. And she starts playing. But let me back up a little bit now. So when I brought Kalena on, they were still paying us as on duo. Yeah. My manager hit the ceiling, bro. He's like, you cannot take on trio
and play them duo.
Get paid for them duo. You're setting precedents over there. They're not going to pay you for a trio because you're just giving them for free. I said, KT, that's not my agenda here, bro. I said, bro, my agenda is way different than that. You know what I mean?
Thinking ahead.
And I never even know nothing, Cisco, that it was going to evolve to this. Back in those days, I don't know what I was doing, but I was on a mission. Bro. So here comes Lilo. I bring on 4-piece, bro. They paying us
duo. Oh man,
bro. So the last 3 months of Kapena being here, before he went to college, Lilo is playing bass with us, and Kapena learned steel guitar too. I took him to lessons.
Oh wow,
with Jerry Bird. He's one of the old time steel guitar, Hawaiian steel. Penna played beautiful steel guitar too, and so Penna took lessons. I said, so Penna goes, if she gonna play bass, what I gonna play? I said, break out your steel guitar, bro. And he goes, okay. So he's on his steel guitar, playing all this, the kind. But he yelling the chords to Lilo, D, C.
It's a family affair.
Bro, and we're doing our thing, bro. And you know what, bro? Tourists, bro, think it's the cutest thing in the world. Yeah. They would fill up our tip jar, bro, like nobody's business.
Oh,
bro.
man.
And it was like so cute, these kids.
Yes.
And I remember one lady, she comes up to me. She goes, you guys sound really good. This is me and Kapena playing together. You sound really good. She goes, but does he smile? She told me like that. And then I goes, nope.
Yeah.
I tell her, nope. And she goes, does he love what he's doing? And I goes, no. He hates this. I mean, people staring at you.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, my grandson is the same.
I remember old Kelly at Holo.
Yeah. When you called him up, bro, he was like, bro, he's not one stuck up kid.
Yeah.
He's painfully shy,
yeah.
Cisco. People don't know that, bro. It's pain, bro. When he walked up on that stage, bro, that was pain. That's why we were all behind, bro, laughing.
Yeah.
We were laughing. So anyway, that's how it kind of evolved. Yeah. So Kapena is leaving. Lilo is up on bass now. Kapena leaves. He's gone in college. So Lilo is going. He left in September, October, November. 3 months later, my sister was getting married. So Kapena hadn't seen the sister for maybe a few months. Yeah. You know, when he left, he was calling out chords to her. Bro, when he came back just after 3 months, he blew his mind.
Yeah.
He was like, what? I mean, no, we're working 5 nights a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 hours a night on gigs every day, bro. These kids go to school, bro, Cisco. They come home. I feed them something. We head into Waikiki.
Gigging.
Bro, now their school. We live in Kaneohe. They go to school at Word of Life Academy in town.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
We drive in the morning, Word of Life. I come back home. I pick them up. I come back home. And then we leave for Waikiki. And then we come home after Waikiki the next morning. Yeah. Same process, 5 days a week.
Man.
Going, bro, going. I mean, bro, I tell you, it's hustle.
Yeah,
bro.
that's the grind.
It's gigs, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even know how many gigs I did in my life and how much we, you know what I mean?
Well, how many Hana holes,
20 plus years we was doing that, you know? But, bro, I tell you, man, when he came back, bro, he was like floored.
Blown away,
He was like, what the heck happened to you, Leo?
Yeah.
Bro, she was just coming along. Like, it was, and we wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
Unless things happened, but it was, like I said, necessity.
Yeah.
When this guy was going to college, Dad and his 2 sisters was paying for that, bro. You know what I mean? We were staying because we working.
Because everything happens for a reason, right?
It all happens.
Yeah.
Bro. And then it all, you know.
Was that when Lilo did the song? Put out her song?
What is that?
The one with Jamali?
Oh yeah, that's the Queen.
Yeah, was that around the same time?
No. This was years after. Oh yeah. This was
that was a banger though too.
Yeah, that wasn't too. Yeah, she was about 18 years old. Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so she did that. So that's how the thing all kind of happened, and then Kapena came back. The 2 brothers now. Tivani left first, the group. So it was me, Timoni, Eddie Tail, and I think Kainoa Dello was pulling bass for us. And then sooner or later, Timo left also. You know, the thing is you know, Polynesian culture, especially Tongan culture, the oldest son is the watcher. He's the one that take care of the family. Yeah. So mom and dad Tupo and Litel was getting older, and so he took, you know, kind of the lead and the responsibility, and they're all, you know, ministers and stuff like that too. So he had to handle the church business. So Tivo was getting too busy, you know, really to do the gigs. And when Kapena finished his 4 years in college in San Francisco, it was kind of that time, bro.
Perfect timing. Yeah. Like, transition.
Elena started joining my group as a keyboard player, you know, and then Lilo was still yet not, you know, and then when Kapena came back, Kainoa left, and then Eddie Teo, he left. He started working one job, and it just kind of all kind of came together like that, you know. And everybody knew their positions. Everybody grew up on this music, so it was big shoes to fill, you know, with Uncle Timo and Uncle Tiva, but they kind of took it and kind of reinvented the wheel, man, for Kapena. You know,
but I think it was the way you did it. It was like a seamless transition where all the timing that was going on behind the scenes that people weren't seeing kind of like pushed, like, you know, Kapena came back from school and, you know, family stuff was happening like that. It all just kind of was a seamless transition because if you trip off it, you don't realize it until you say, oh, we have a reunion with the first 20 years. Now we have the second 20 years, but it's like, we're still doing shows. And it was like, they didn't miss you didn't miss a beat. So you guys kept gigging and kept doing it where you kind of put the puzzle pieces. Okay, they're leaving. We have to fill it right here. And you filled it with your family, which is the most beautiful thing, most best best story ever in life.
You know, and the thing is, Cisco, bro, I'm glad you said that, because, you know, in Hawaii, bro, if I just brought in any other, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Try and fill the shoes of Kapena. It wouldn't go over good. Bro. I don't think the thing would fly for very long.
Yeah.
You know? But, bro, when it's your family, your blood, bro.
Yeah.
You know, Polynesians, I mean, Hawaiian,
oh, yeah.
And, you know, like, you know, just the Polynesian community, bro, they love, family is everything.
I think that's why it was so seamless, because they seen it was your kids, and it was, you know, they grew up, they helped raise the kids, so they knew them stepping in.
They just love it. You know, they love that fact. You know what I mean? And, I couldn't, you know, even like, you know, for my daughter, Kalena, she was with us for a long time. And then she got married to my son-in-law, Kawaii. They live on the Big Island in Waimea, and he's an artist as well. And they're making music. They're writing, you know, island country music and stuff like that. So she left the band. Yeah. So this is 2 years ago now, you know, and I'm looking at my other two kids, and I'm like, bro, Kalena's not coming back. You know what I mean, she got married and she's moving on with her husband. And I looked at Kapena and I said, dude, we got to get your boy going. And he's already thinking.
They was like, Dad, we thought it stopped here.
Going, you know what I mean? He's already playing smoker. And during COVID, you know, we did these concerts in our living room. Excuse me. And so he would play his little, you know, MPC, but you know, play along with us. And when that kind of, you know, happened, you know, I was like, Kapena, we gotta. Yeah. And bro, 10 years old, he started with us. Bro. Yeah, I think he was 11. Yeah. He did the whole. He's 12 now, bro. I mean,
but he's also growing into the family business.
Oh, bro. Yeah. He's so in tune, man, with the music, bro. I'm tripping out, man. I mean, he's the biggest, bro. I cannot. Kapena, my son, started drumming at 12. Man. He started drum lessons at 12. Yeah. You know, I took him to the drum teacher. I pulled up. And his name was Phil Bennett. Phil was a player that played with all of these musicians in Hawaii, all the jazz guys and stuff like that. So I wanted to take him to some other
different genres,
guys, right? So I walk in for the first, you know, lesson. He's 12 years old, and I said, because his timing a little bit off, and I said, bro, what drumming? You're not even going to put him right on that meter. So I took him to Phil Bennett. And I tell him, Phil, do I have to go buy a drum set? Oh no, that's months down the line. He tells me. We'll teach him his rudiments. We'll teach him all his, you know, the basics and stuff like that. Yeah. So I goes, okay, cool. So I wait for 1 hour in the car, and he comes out, bro, and Phil's eyes is, bro, like $50, bro. He's like, I go, Phil, you okay? He goes, how did he do? He goes, you better go buy a drum set. Buy one as fast as you can. Because he's going drummer. Yeah. And I'm like, nah, you know what I mean? But this kid, my grandson, is light years ahead of the dad.
Yeah. Already performing.
Bro, it's like crazy.
Do you think that has to do with like the technology that we have nowadays?
Guaranteed, bro. I'm sure. I'm sure. I don't count it out, bro, because we didn't have these tools. You know, you cannot pull up YouTube in our day and learn how to, you know what I mean, play one G chord on a ukulele.
But that's another thing too. Like you've actually took social media, like you adapted to like saying, okay, now we have this thing called Facebook and social media, YouTube. Like to transition from old Kapena now to the social media age of Kapena, has it been a struggle for you to kind of keep up with that?
I'm gonna come clean on your show, bro. Yeah. I don't do it; they do it.
I was like, little brother says, I do all that. I do all that.
The millennials, you gotta know your lane, Cisco.
Yeah. It's like I'll do this, you do that. Yeah.
No, my son-in-law Sua and my daughter Lilo, they do all the social media. That's not me on Kapena, you know, the Kapena music. That is me, but you know what I mean? I mean, I oversee everything.
But I think you have to have that, like the longevity. You have to adapt to the times.
No, I'm savvy. I'm you know, Instagram and Facebook savvy.
You got back to you on the DMs.
You get back to you on the DMs. That kind of stuff. I thought it was Lilo at first. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, okay, can you tell Dad too? But that it takes me because I always say it's a family affair. Yeah. And you know, as we come into the family affair, every time we see you guys, we see the family evolving. The grandson at the drums, and you have you know the kids playing the rest of the instruments, and then you come to this reunion show where it's like you look at this as a whole, where the Kapena legacy has spawned off, you know, your kids, Josh Tatofi, everything that you're seeing down the line, where that's going to be one of them names that kind of live forever, even after you guys are gone, because it's something that you guys build. Because me to this day, me and WESTAFA do crowds, and we can never go wrong playing a Kapena song, whether it's Reggae Train, whether it's MASESE, but anything we play from you guys, it's sung word for word in every different country, and where New Zealand, Australia, wherever it's at, and it's a worldwide, it's like the universal language for them.
I'm always blown away, bro. I'm always blown away. I know, where was that, Promised Land?
Oh yeah,
Australia? And bro, I couldn't believe we broke into MASESE, bro, and it was like, bro, it was, everybody was singing.
Oh my God, it's like a worldwide
it's like
anthem.
a Fiji chant down there, huh?
Yeah. It's crazy.
But what's next for Kapena after this, after the reunion stuff, and you know, because you're still gigging, you're still doing after parties and gigs here and there, and main shows, but like, what's next for Kapena?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm enjoying doing what we're doing. More music, you know, more new music, and you know, my little my grandkids, Kapena, my junior, his sister is pretty phenomenal dancer. Also, my granddaughter Sams, she's actually gonna be she won like a Tahiti Fet kind of, you know, so she dances Tahitian, and she dances hula, and so she likes that kind of stuff. And then my littlest granddaughter, my Winter over here with us, she loves to dance. I mean, bro, if you cannot stop this kid from getting on stage. She just thinks that she belongs there, you know.
Well, she came and sat next to you before we started the mic. She was, oh wait, where's my mic?
I mean, it's like right. And I did the bad mistake at FestPac, not introducing her.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, she had a meltdown. She was like, "You didn't introduce me."
But you talk about FestPac, you talk about Holo Holos, like the relevancy is always going to be like that's like so a tribute to what you've built with your brand and with your family, because that's definitely has to be flowers given to you, because you've held this thing together as long as you have.
That's what I felt, bro. That night. That's exactly what you said. Yeah, it was like I don't know the right word, but coming together of all of the years of all of this Polynesian music.
Full circle.
Singing that night, that everybody was singing, and I was like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? Like these songs, you know what I mean? Like, because I thought, you know, I better go bust out all our Polynesian stuff, because all of these people from, you know, and from different, you know, islands, and man, they was singing along, and yeah, it was, that's why it was kind of a mind-blowing show for me, and something that, you know what I mean, kind of will resonate with me for a long time.
Besides MASESE, what's one of your favorite songs to perform?
I like Don't Say Goodbye. We sang Don't Say Goodbye.
Wow.
We wrote that in high school. Bruh, we did FestPac. I never did Don't Say Goodbye over there. But the after party was at Hawaiian Brian. Yeah. That place was loaded. Right? You couldn't get another soul in there. And I figured I'd bust out Don't Say Goodbye. There was not anybody from Hawaii, but this was all FestPac.
Yeah, they're all coming from all over.
Man, yeah, that's
they was all singing, Cisco. Don't say goodbye. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay, sometimes you forget. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know,
that's the song when we're at the coffee circle and it's like getting late and everyone's all bust and you bust out.
That's like the go home song?
No, that's
that's to keep the party going?
Yeah.
Because you have these songs, like when you are gigging, like you have your set list, but is there times that you kind of look at the crowd, read the room, and kind of say, hey, let's add this one?
Bro, because I don't have a set list.
Come on,
I never do a set list.
See? He said he don't need the set list, people.
In my entire career, bro, I've never written.
You just call it on the spot.
List. Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'm a feeler, bro.
Yeah.
I look at the audience and I realize, I think right now we should do the Samoan medley.
Oh, wow.
Because the Samoans is looking like, they want to do some Siva. And that's probably,
Uncle, tell us a story about Tumbleland.
So Tumbleland was recorded, it was written by my friend Kunia.
Oh, okay.
He was one of the guys that was back in the day.
Yeah.
So they had a group called Free and Easy out of Kailua High School. And I heard the song and I just loved it. I love Tumbleland, but I grew up in Waianae. I grew up in Macau, so we would camp.
Oh, okay. I thought you grew up on this side.
No. I'm from the Kaimaki. I moved to the Kaimaki area after I grew up. So around 6th grade, going into 7th, that's when I moved to.
Oh, okay, I see.
To the Kaimaki area, but all of my family is from Hawaiian. My dad's family, and
also that's where they're robbing the tourists come from.
Yes, bro. Yeah, and so we camped down there all the time, and we used to, as kids, bro. It's like, bro, we sit on the reef,
no,
you know?
yeah. So yeah, you know already then.
So when Kunia them wrote the song, you know what I mean, and they entered it in for Brown Bags to Stardom as well, a couple of years before. He's older than I am, and so bro, I always grew up, you know. Was good friends, and I love the group. And this dude is Gabby Painui's grandson. When I saw this guy play, he was playing the Land Down Under, bro, on the ukulele, and I was like, man, what? And then he was playing Master Blaster, everyone's favorite, and I'm like, bro, he's playing them on the ukulele. You don't need on radio, bro. I can learn. You know, he inspired me a lot, bro. That guy, but. So much so that I recorded the song Tambolan. Yeah. And so, yeah.
Another classic.
But it's not like, you know, I haven't had the experience of Tambolan. Right. I was raised up, you know.
You got to tell us the story about Reggae Train if we're going to go to Tambolan, because Reggae Train is another classic.
Right. So Reggae Train is another one that was, I think, written by the Herbs.
Yeah.
Out of New Zealand.
Shout out the Herbs.
Yeah. And that, you know, in our day, guys, it wasn't writing originals. Yeah. You know?
It was doing your version of those.
Right. I tell you, bro, a lot of this stuff is cassettes that came from Tonga that we found out came from New Zealand. Yeah. You know what I mean? So this is how the music got transferred. Auntie and uncle will be coming from Tonga, and it goes, Tivo, tell them, hey, bring the latest cassette, whatever is the kind. Bring them, and bro, we listened to them long ago. Yeah. All these songs that we recorded back in the day, it's all the Herbs. Yeah. And I got to meet, you know, them, you know, I forget his name. Papa Carl. Yeah. We met him at Promised Land. Took pictures with him, and I was like, sorry if I screwed up your song, you know, but we just loved it. And back in those days, you know, can correspond and ask if you can. You know what I mean? Today we do everything exactly legit. Yeah. And we made it all. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because by all means, bro, the artist that wrote the song should get paid, bro.
Absolutely.
Everybody should. You know what I mean? I'm a firm believer about that. You know, but back in those days, bro, I was young.
Just run them.
We hear, just run them. We hear them off that scene. Oh, this sounds good. Wow, let's record this, and we put them in our own, you know, island music kind of style, and you know, but Reggae Train, bro, is another one, man. I mean, every time we play that, I mean, we've been doing graduations, bro, off the chain here in Hawaii. Yeah. The season,
so the Just One Look version.
Yeah,
you guys was that the
what was his name? Oh,
Eddie Lovett's one.
Eddie Lovett. Yeah. That was it. We got that cassette from Tonga too.
What? Guaranteed. Tonga got all the jams.
Because Linda Ronstadt is the original one, I think.
Why? Was it? I don't know.
Good old Linda.
Remember the song Imagination? Imaginate. That was from Eddie Lovett.
Oh, man. See?
Eddie Lovett,
that dude was awesome.
It seemed like there was always like a Hawaiian version of some song that came. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of songs today that, even with Glenn and a lot of people, I was like, I didn't even know that was another song.
Bro, I thought that was, you know, a lot of the stuff Glenn does, man, is like, bro, that's a nice song you wrote. And I find out that's one country song. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, I never heard the country song, but I like this reggae version of it, bro. You know, he's like, you know, revamping it, man, and doing great things, bro.
Like, it's a testament, like you said before you get up out of here, Uncle Kelly, it's testament to what you've done for the industry. I don't think people give you your flowers enough, and we wanted to give you your flowers here on the podcast to kind of say, man. Uncle Kelly, you're like a legend. And, you know, like with Fiji, a lot of people don't like being called legend, but I think you are the epitome of it because you can accept it and kind of be humble about it. Yeah. Where this music scene is grateful for you, grateful for your family, and grateful for what you've done for the music industry here, not just in Hawaii, but across the world. Yeah, but we want to definitely thank you for coming on the Western Conference podcast.
And, you know, I think to be a legend, you have to have a legacy, and you have it.
Yes. Yeah. And the Kapena legacy is going to live on far from when the kids grow up and where you have it now. But go check out the Kapena reunion whenever you can. The tickets are going to go quick. It's going to don't get it right now. Get it not now, but right now. But thank you to Uncle Kelly.
Come to Hawaii.
Yes.
Holo Holo will be in.
Holo Holo will be over there, and we're going to have a good time. And he's going to have the grandson on the drums, and Lilo and all is going to be there. But definitely go check out anything Kapena. Go support them. Buy anything they selling, because we're going to definitely support them right here. Uncle Kelly, the legend, Western Conference podcast. We'll see you guys on the next one. Aloha.